Hello everybody, today I will be crocheting part of my costume. I've got my white yarn and some red. I also have my crochet hook. The size of the hook is going to be a 4.25 millimeter hook. It's a bit blurry, but you can't really see it, so it's okay. So I have most of the work done. It is a crocheting round. How I did the top of the beanie was increasing to every 2 rows per stitch, and I got to a point where I'm just going to be knitting double crochet in each hoop, no longer increasing. Here I'm just taking the top, just measuring it out. It looks to be the perfect size for me, so I'm going to continue doing that. About here is where I decided I'm going to put in the red stripe for the hat. Thumbs up, y'all. And this is where I kind of slip in the stitch to kind of tie off the round so I can prep for the red. I'm having a little bit of trouble here. Here we have our red yarn and we're going to knit in the round again. Here I'm just making a simple slip stitch, that way I can insert it into the work. So what I'm doing is just pulling the yarn through, and I'm going to make 2 loops and then start double crocheting throughout the working piece. You can tell I'm struggling a little bit here, so once I got it through, I'm going to stitch the little straggly bits into the work because it's a little bit easier than trying to sew them off. Here I made a split decision. I was going to double crochet, but I thought against it. I'm going to do a single crochet throughout the first row and then switch to double crochet. Alright, you can see through the piece the single crochet is done, and this is where I begin the double crochet throughout the piece. Alright, so once I reach the 4th row is when I switch back to the single crochet, just to kind of give it some depth and make it look different. Alright, once I got to finishing off that row, I realized the piece was done. Here's where I take my darning needle and I'm going to thread the piece through, just so that straggly bit is no longer in the way. And then you just kind of poke it through. I'm just snipping that excess bit off. And here we are, almost the final piece. This is part 1. I'm going to make the top of the hat. It's going to be a little fuzzball, but here is the perfect fit. I put on my beauty light for you so you can see it, and there's a little bit of glare, but that's fine. You get to see the color in depth, you get to see the pattern, and it's comfy and soft. Thank you for stopping by to watch.